have noticed a lot of times, say, people are out there, wanting to go and check out property and stuff,
Sure.
and you have to be there. Um, I mean, even though we're not in the crazy hopped up market that we were in 2021, we're
Sure.
still needing to be available for some of the properties that are going still quick.
Well, hey, gang, it's Ryan Surratt, your host of the Agent X Factor podcast. And today we have the special guest, Amanda Attaway with eXp Realty. And Amanda is just a phenomenal agent, serves her clients well, and has lots of great wisdom of how to be successful in this market and in thriving markets, which this one's a little challenging. So I'm excited today, Amanda, just to learn from you and to hear what you have to say for the audience. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Ryan?
I'm fantastic. I'm great. Well, I have to ask. So in your career, you've helped a lot of a lot of clients, and also been kind of a mentor to some agents as well. And you're building a team yourself with EXP. And I just got to ask, what are two or three, let's just say three things that every agent should be doing to move forward their business and really thrive? Maybe three things that you do or three things that you think are really just necessary.
I would say maybe it's a little bit more than three, but
Sure, go
it's
for it.
all
What have you got?
put together.
Yeah,
um, I would say let's call it the three B's.
three B's.
Uh,
Okay.
yes, so the three B's. Uh, the main thing is building relationships. I mean, this business is all about relationships and everything. So it's just be you. You go the extra mile, and then having the integrity and stuff. So just be yourself. You're going to attract people who are just like you, and that definitely helps. Another one would definitely be available. You have
Ah,
to be available for people when they need something. Is just being available to assist them.
yeah.
So just keeping that flexibility is definitely key.
Hmm.
That's something that I definitely strive to put into my business for sure.
Nice.
I would say the third one would probably be known. You definitely have to be known out in the market with all of these thousands of
Yeah,
agents
yeah.
and
There's a few
everything.
out there.
Everybody
Right.
knows five agents.
Sure.
Uh, but it's being known, just putting out there your accomplishments, just being in front of people, letting them know what you do. Uh, like being active, on Facebook or anything that you do. And it's kind of hard, honestly.
Sure.
I know for me personally,
Okay.
it's kind of hard to put it out there of, what I'm doing, but you have to
Right.
do that.
Sure. Sure. You got
Yes.
well. So you feel like it's hard because you're so humble that you don't want to be bragging or appear bragging or anything of
Right.
that nature. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's kind of a fine line, I would say, with that.
Yeah.
Really. Those are good. So be relational, and you said you kind of did a kind of a twofer. Be relational, but be yourself.
Mhm.
Be
Yeah.
available and be known. Those
Mhm.
are really good.
Yeah. That just made me think of the bees. Let's be all the three bees.
Yeah, yeah. You could just keep going with that. So let me ask that
Yep.
question. So building relationships does seem to be, pretty central to being a successful agent. And a lot of agents are just good naturally at just being people, building relationships. But is there anything specific or strategic that you do or that you've seen really work with building relationships with clients and getting more clients through that?
I would say just I mean, being myself,
Yeah,
just being a caring and open person. I'm like an open book. Anyone who knows me, I'm very open and I'm honest about things. And
yeah.
uh, I love to teach people. So that's
Huh.
another thing in sharing any of my experiences from previous and everything. So uh, that's that's definitely something that's helped.
That is that's a great point. And I think, you are just so natural at building relationships with people. But those are really good because being willing to teach, maybe even be teachable, being authentic, that will help you. Yeah, yeah. That's great. So as you're and let me there's one that you said about the being available. Do you feel like a lot of agents just aren't available and that affects their business, perhaps?
I do believe some, because I have noticed a lot of times, um, say, people are out there, wanting to go and check out property and stuff,
Sure,
and you have to be there. Um, I mean, even though we're not in the crazy hopped up market that we were in 2021, we're
sure.
still needing to be available for some of the properties that are going still quickly.
Yeah,
So it's be flexible. There's a lot of times I've changed
yeah,
my schedule, changed my weekend, but
sure.
I mean, it's all for the good. I mean, we're all here for the same thing as to find someone a property, and that's the biggest thing is just uh, being there for everybody.
Yeah, that's a really great point. I mean, because in this market things aren't as busy, but still buyers or sellers,
Mhm.
as they're looking for an agent, if you're not available, they may not wait. They may just go on to, as you said,
Mhm.
everybody knows five agents at least. And so they may just go on to, number two on their list or number three. So that's a
Right.
good point. You may lose a deal. So there's one that you said, I would like to go back to it about being known and
Mhm.
putting stuff on Facebook, but it's kind of that you don't want to appear bragging or whatever the case may be or be showy. So how do you be known effectively? How do you do that?
Well, I'm a very talkative person, and
Ah,
everybody
that's
I meet
great.
is pretty much not a stranger.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so a lot of times I actually find myself, especially being an agent, another thing to do that would be really great, and I'm actually not wearing it right now, but is wearing your name tag.
Ah,
Uh, a lot of times I have people ask me, "Oh, what is this?" or "What do you do?" Well, that's a conversation builder.
ah,
Uh,
I never thought
and
about that. That's
mhm,
that's a good point.
so that has been a really big thing. No matter, where I'm going, put on a name tag. Uh, People are looking. I mean, like whenever you're at a store, people
Yeah.
are looking at the name tags of the cashiers. So it's just, I'll find people in random places and I'll just
Huh.
start up a conversation. And a lot of times it's funny where that leads you.
That is so have you ever been in a spot where you have your name tag and maybe you're at a restaurant or at maybe a grocery store or a store and they confuse you for someone who works there? I think the
What was
audio
that
a
again?
little bit. Have you ever been in a spot
Yeah, it cut out.
where you're wearing your name tag and someone confuses you for an employee of the restaurant or the department store, whatever?
Yes, actually, I've had that several times, even just over the
Really?
last couple of months. Just actually, like going to the store, someone will see a name tag or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, do you know where this is?" And
That's
of course, me being the person, I'm like, "Well, I think it's over there on aisle 7." And they're like, "Thank you," and I just let them believe,
yeah.
whatever it is.
That's awesome. Well, I can see why you build
Yeah.
relationships so well. You just got that great personality to do that. Let me ask this question, kind of transition a little bit. So, you talked about three things that are really needed. You build, the B's, be relational, be yourself, be available, and a few others we kind of added in there. But besides those things, what are maybe two pieces of technology or items that you do that are helpful? Maybe it's technology, maybe it's a strategy, maybe it's something. You got two things that really help your business out.
I do a lot of Facebook marketing. I would
Okay,
say that would probably
that's a good one.
be a big one for me. Paying for ads, just putting it out there in front of people that may not even really be looking for it,
Sure,
but uh, that has definitely helped me a lot in my business. Is just paying services to market properties and stuff, especially those that are maybe a little unique.
hmm,
Kind of like my resort that I had listed. Another one from that was Crexy, being a commercial like MLS and stuff.
sure.
That has been very beneficial and will definitely help with a lot of my other properties as well.
Interesting. So is there, I know there's Cretsy and there's Facebook. Is there other services out there that kind of market the property, or is it a kind of a listing service? How does that, can you elaborate on that?
Well, I do have multiple services that I'm a member of, so
Got it.
I do know that helps. Having four different MLSs,
Sure.
that does certainly help putting it out there in different
Or, wow,
marketplaces. Yes.
that's awesome. So I got to ask about that resort. So you said there was a resort that you had listed, and that's a pretty unique thing to have in East Texas. So,
Right.
I mean, just out of curiosity, what did you do to try to market that? I mean, did you go after strategic people or groups, or how did that look?
Well, it was actually kind of funny because whenever I got the listing, um, I was like, okay, this one's going to be really unique. It's going
Yeah,
to have to be for a specific person. I mean, it for one, being a resort, a camp, it's 25 acres, 17 structures. I mean, there's just so much with it and so much personality. So something just kind of came across. I came across Crexy. That's actually where I signed up to be a pro agent
got it.
on there to go ahead and market it. And that has, I mean, it's really blown up from there. In no time, I was sending out over 300 emails at once of everybody asking, "Hey, I want more information." I mean, that has really been very beneficial uh, for the resort. And now we're in fact, it kind of caused some kind of I had a lot of continuous calls and showings and stuff, so it helped it be really active.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Huh. Well, that is it's kind of a unicorn, but way to go. I mean, I can see that your personality and your process.
Always get the unicorns.
Yeah, yeah. My first thought is like, well, how do you do financing for something like that? I mean, I know how you do it, but definitely not a 30-year conventional loan on something of that nature. So what a
We
well
got
that's
creative.
yeah, you got real creative. That's great. Well, so is there anything that you do like that's kind of like a sneaky trick that you have that, maybe you'd be willing to pull back the curtains and to reveal it that could be helpful for other agents? Anything that's kind of your secret sauce?
Um, I don't know really about sneaky, but something that I would say that I do because whenever we were in that 2021 market, I mean, it
Yeah,
was hard to compete
sure.
with all these buyers and everything. But something that I have been doing is a lot of off the market properties.
Oh,
So
wow.
if I have say a buyer and they're looking for a specific property in a certain area, I'll just go and kind of scan farm that area just to see what's out there. And
Sure.
I'll start contacting owners that don't even have their property listed. And believe it or not, I've actually been able to sell property that way. So that's really one way, or just following up with properties that are pending.
Oh,
I have seen multiple properties pending or in a contingency. I've gotten a lot of buyers into properties that had been contingent or pending, and I just follow up with the agent, say, "Hey, how's everything going? Just everything's going to be strong for the buyer." And there's been a lot of times they'll actually let me know, well, we had some hiccups. It's actually about to come back available. So before it goes back available, I actually let my client get in that spot.
that
So, I mean, there's really nothing sneaky or anything
I
about
would
it or different. It's
that those are, I
a
wouldn't
little
say
extra.
sneaky in a bad way, but those are pretty good. I mean, those are a little well, that's some good stuff. We may need to edit that out. It's so good. To not. I'm just joking. So I love it. So off markets, you're reaching to for off market, and then you're reaching out for people who are pending and contingent. I haven't actually heard of anyone ever doing that before. Basically, those that are just pending and contingent, just continuing to follow up. That's good. Way to go. Yeah, that's really good. So I
Yeah, and
gotta
I learned that actually through the crazy market.
really.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that because it was so hard to get into something that I started checking in with all the pendings,
Sure.
and there was multiple that we were able to work out. So
That's awesome. That's great. So I got to ask, so now that we're kind of in a different market than, well, we're definitely not in the COVID market or the crazy market. It's a
yeah.
little different now in October 2023. Where do you think we're going next? What's kind of your prediction?
Well, I mean, I just believe that we're just going to be normal. I mean,
Yeah.
I personally feel like we've been in more of a normal market pre-COVID. Um, I just feel like we're just going to kind of maybe ride it here, possibly for a little while, and
Hopefully
I
the
don't
rates
really
come
see
down just a
much of.
little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I hope for the rates as far. Yes,
sure,
definitely for
sure.
the rates,
We get those rates
but
down, it'll get a little busier,
yes,
but yeah, that's a
yes,
good point.
yeah.
Well, gosh, this has been just so good, Amanda. You just, I mean, I've been taking notes as you talk, and there's so many nuggets that you just shared of being relational, and be relational by being yourself. Don't be someone that you're not. Be available to people. Be known. Just wearing your name tag. What a great idea. Using different
Leave
services like
it.
yeah, yeah. It's just simple things. Using Facebook, using Crexy to list stuff. Um, and I mean, I think the big one, if I was an agent right now, is if my clients miss out on something, continue to follow up with that listing agent to just in case it fell out. I think that
Yeah.
right there could be huge for somebody.
Mhm.
So phenomenal.
Right.
Is there anything you'd want to add that maybe we just haven't talked about that you feel would be good for an agent to know in this market as they're trying to grow their business?
Nothing that I can really think about. Just keep at
Yeah, you just kind of keep the course.
it. Do not put your foot off the gas. Keep on the gas.
There you go.
That I know that sounds kind of funny, but just keep on going, push through it. Uh, I mean, you back off, you know. You,
I think that's brilliant. There's that old
I
children's
think that's
story,
brilliant. There's
the little engine that could. And I read that to my
yeah,
kids and just, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. You get over the hill. I knew I could, I knew I could, I
yeah,
knew I could. So yeah, just keep that momentum. Uh, well, Amanda, this
yeah.
has been
That's
a
right.
great interview. Hey, if someone wanted to reach out to you, whether it's a client or it's a real estate agent wanting more information about your business or how maybe you could help them if they joined your team, how best can someone reach out to you?
They can just give me a call, send me an email. I mean, either way is fine.
Sure,
I'd be
sure.
happy to meet with anyone.
So just Google Amanda Attaway, Realtor Extraordinaire, and your website, I think, will just pop up, correct?
Well, it's going to be either they can call me at 903-705-2133, or they can email me at amandasellseasttexas@gmail.com. So they can email me that way. I also have a Google page. You can just look me up under Amanda Attaway Realtor, and I should pop up. That's another way.
Phenomenal, phenomenal.
Or Facebook. There's
Yeah, or
Facebook too.
Facebook, of course. You are, as one of your
Yeah,
beats,
yeah.
you are known, and you have made yourself known, so that's good. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for just letting me just pick your brain a little bit today. What great information that you have shared. And for our listeners out there, feel free to reach out to Amanda if you have any questions. Definitely, those B's, be relational, be yourself, be available. Those are great nuggets to apply now to your business. So, Amanda, thank you again. And to our listeners, we'll catch you next time as we interview a top real estate agent like Amanda Attaway and learn from their success. We'll catch you later. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you.